Dear friends, in class 9 we are studying 8th chapter and we have theorem number 5. If in a quadrilateral each pair of opposite angles is equal, then it is a parallelogram. See, we are given in a quadrilateral each pair of opposite angles. So we are given a quadrilateral A, B, C, D. So what is given? We are given in quadrilateral A, B, C, D. In quadrilateral A, B, C, D, opposite angles are equal. It means angle A equals to angle C and angle B equals to angle D. This is given to us. We have to prove that it is a parallelogram. We have to prove quadrilateral A, B, C, D is parallelogram. Please note, parallelogram means we have to prove that its opposite sides are parallel. That is what is the definition of parallelogram. Now, see what is given to us. Angle A equals to angle C, angle B equals to angle D. Now, look at the figure. So, proof is something like this. Proof. See, we know that angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D. Sum of interior angles of a quadrilateral is always 360 degrees. So, angle A plus angle B plus angle C plus angle D is equal to 360 degrees. The reason is angle sum property of quadrilateral. Angle sum property of quadrilateral. Angle sum property of quadrilateral. And it is sum of interior angles of quadrilateral is always 360. So sum of all the angles of quadrilateral means it can be of any shape. It can be kite, it can be trapezium. Sum of interior angles of quadrilateral is always 360. But in this case, what has happened? See now. Angle A is equal to angle C, angle B is equal to angle D. So we are given that angle A equals to angle C and angle B equals to angle D. So I can say that instead of C, I am writing angle A, and instead of angle D, I am writing angle B. So this angle A I am writing as it is, plus angle B I am writing as it is. Now for angle C, watch carefully, angle C is equal to angle A. So I am writing again angle A, plus angle D, instead of angle D, I am writing angle B is equal to 360 degrees. This is given to us. These two properties, this is given to us. Now, by putting equations in this, so I will name this 1, 2, 3. Put equations 2 and 3. Put equations 2 and 3 in 1. In equation 1. Now watch carefully. I have got angle A plus angle A. It will be twice angle A. Angle B plus angle B is twice angle B. Is equal to 360. Divide all equation by 2, you will get angle A plus angle B equals to 180 degrees. Now look at the figure. I have got this angle plus this angle is 180 degrees. Now we have already studied that interior angles, please note they are to the same side of a transversal. So if you consider AD and BC as two lines and AB as a transversal, we will get angle A and angle B as interior angles. So interior angles are supplementary. It means AD is parallel to BC. But angle A and angle B are interior angles. On same side of transversal. Same side of transversal. Therefore, AD must be parallel to BC. Here, please note, we are using interior angle property. This is interior angle property. converse of interior angle property. Converse of interior angle property. We have got AD parallel to BC. Now see, if you change this in this, instead of A, if you put angle C, so I will get this angle C plus angle B. Watch carefully. Instead of angle A, I have taken angle C. B I have kept as it is. Now angle C I am keeping as it is. This we already know angle C is equal to angle A. So I have substituted angle A for angle C. And for D again, watch carefully, D is equal to B. D is equal to B. For D again I am putting angle B. Is equal to 360 degrees. Again same type of substitution is there, but here this time I want angle B and angle C. So if angle B and angle C, I will get twice angle B plus twice angle C equals to 360. It means angle B plus angle C is equal to 180 degrees. Now look at the figure. See, these are two lines and this is a transversal. They are to the same side of the transversal. Now again, interior angles are supplementary. B and C are supplementary. It means AB is parallel to DC. But angle B and C are interior angles. And as interior angles are supplementary, lines must be parallel. AB must be parallel to DC. AB is parallel to DC. Again, same property, converse of interior angle property. Interior angle property. Please note, I have got AD parallel to BC and I have got AB parallel to DC. So from equation number 4 and 5. As opposite sides are parallel, I can say that quadrilateral ABCD is a parallelogram. So from 4 and 5, from equation 4 and 5, I can say that quadrilateral ABCD is parallelogram. That is by definition.